We're live.
All right, we're live.
Kattoo, you want to introduce the show?
Okay, hi. Hi, I'm Kattoo, and I'm a Kattoo King, and I'm the guest on Crowder Boys, and this is a call-in show.
This episode, this particular episode is we figured
this episode's a call-in episode.
Yeah.
I'll do it like we are here with Kattoo King, and will she find her Kattoo Queen? Folks,
yes.
Tonight on
Happy
Love
Friday.
on the Spectrum meets The Bachelorette.
No, Robbie, I already did it. It's Kattoo's King. It's the name of the show.
Come on, man.
Yeah, right. But I did it a slightly different because
it was bad.
It's funny to call the guys the girls and the girls.
We have suitors from all across the finest Section 8 housing projects in this country.
Oh, nice.
Looking to score a date. Looking to become Kattoo's king.
Kattoo was just telling us how thirsty she's been lately, and she's really looking for somebody to just come in and kind of take charge.
Well, you know,
I have two beverages. That's how thirsty I've been.
She's been watching a lot of Inuyasha, and she's trying to find her Kagome.
Yes.
Kagome, sorry.
Kagome.
Yeah. I need a woman from the future.
You Kagome?
You Kagome?
You Kagome?
You Kagome?
I don't see Inuyasha here.
I don't see any Inuyasha.
It's already a classic show.
What were the little balls called that they got? Or the
testicles?
What are they called? The diamonds? Like, what were they in the search for again in Inuyasha?
The jewel shards.
Go home and get your fucking jewel shard.
The Shikon jewel. Or Shikon, I guess it would be.
You insulted him a little bit. All right, that's enough.
Yeah, so we're just gonna do a regular old Crowder Boys podcast for a little bit. We're gonna get to know Kattoo a little bit, or at least I will. These guys know her, and then we'll have some of you guys file in, and fucking just give it your best shot. Everybody can try a different approach.
Bros, be chill though. Be cool.
You gotta be chill.
Be chill.
Be chill.
And if you're calling in to woo Kattoo, you want to make sure that she thinks that you're cool and chill.
And most importantly, normal. What I'm looking for in a man is I like a normal guy.
Right. Yeah.
I like an active member of the National Organization for the Reformation of Marijuana Laws.
Yeah, sure.
Normal. Yeah. Oh my God, Don, what a pull.
Yeah.
He runaway Slav is spelling normal. Oh no, he's spelling a different word.
I want a classic Norm McDonald. All right.
By the way, Kattoo, did you know, I just found this out recently. I don't know her beyond being probably the best 80-plus-year-old poster on the internet, but you look very much alike.
Are you talking about Joyce Carol Oates?
You look, you're Joyce Carol.
I could not be more flattered. Like, I love her. I love her, Dalton.
My ex-wife was named Joyce. She ate nothing but oats. If you get,
I have never. I thought she had been dead since like the 40s. It's just like a name that I know. Is like, oh, she wrote some books, but no, she's actually very active on Twitter and very good at posting.
She's an incredible poster.
Not just for somebody who's 86. She's good at posting.
She knows ball. Like, it is
spitting image.
That's what I call a Kattoo. That's a Kattoo coded woman right there.
I was looking at pictures of her when she was younger, and I was like, this is just Kattoo.
Yeah. I've seen my future, and it's bright.
Oh my God.
Dude,
oh my God. I mean, that does look like you in an old age filter, Kattoo. Like,
yeah.
If you put one of those, if you did AI, like, what will I look like when I'm 80?
Look,
she looks good for 80.
I've seen my future, okay? And yeah, I am going to be online fighting in my 80s. Like, what else am I going to do?
Yeah.
Okay?
I don't even know. I don't know what book she's even known for. I just know her as like clapping back at Curtis Yarvin.
I know.
That's cool, though. She's that online.
Awesome. Like, I want to at Nick Fuentes in my. I think I probably have I take a lot of screenshots of Joyce Carol Oates tweets just for inspiration. I wonder. I sent them to my group chat of girlfriends, and none of them like her the way that I like her.
Yeah, it's like me and Peter.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got another idea real quick. By the way, if you're sort of like a shy guy and you're not ready to just step up to the plate just yet, and actually, Kattoo might prefer this, honestly. If you're too shy to call in, just give a super chat
Oh yeah.
and try and rizz up
Yeah.
Kattoo. And that might actually work better.
There you go.
Make it at least, $20, $50 to show you mean business.
Ooh.
Yeah.
By the way, you see Nick Fuentes.
That's what I say to guys try to hit on me in real life too.
Yeah, that is kind of how it works, right? Like, what is a date but an IRL super chat?
Mind if I buy you a Patreon subscription?
Hey, let me show you this YouTube video for $20.
Oh, you know what I've been watching on YouTube recently? It's relevant. It's a dating show.
Ooh.
It's an MTV show from like the 2009 era called Parental Control.
I remember that one.
It is awesome. I just discovered it.
Is it like transparently more fake than you remember?
The writers reuse jokes. Like I'm watching it because I'm watching like a bunch in a row because they're like 20 minutes long, and like they have the like bitchy girlfriend. By the way, I always love the bitchy girlfriend. I always want her to win. They write the same jokes for the bitchy girlfriend again and again.
That's so funny because that was back before like DVR, and they were like, "This is never gonna be on fucking VHS, so we can just like people aren't gonna fucking remember." But on YouTube, it's like, "Hey, this seems written." Writers from the Dennis Leary or Colin Quinn, whoever the fuck was writing on some MTV show in 1990.
That was like the biggest cuck situation ever. You're watching, if it was real, you're watching a guy like make out with your chick with her parents, and they're like, "Yeah, fuck you."
Yeah,
that sucks.
I don't remember this show.
It's great. So I mean, the quality of the episode kind of depends on the quality of the mom. Hear me out. If the mom is the plot point of this TV show is there's a like teenage kid and their parents hate who they're dating. They hate the boyfriend or girlfriend.
Interested.
So each parent picks a partner. Like they interview a bunch of girls or a bunch of boys. They each pick somebody. The kid goes on 2 blind dates. And at the end of 2 blind dates, they have to choose, do they pick their mom's choice, their dad's choice, or their current partner?
So wait, the premise of the show is that the parents...
Oh, that's kind of fascinating.
It's awesome.
It's basically like, what if an Indian had something to say about it?
I was about to say, like, it sounds like the premise of the show is like...
and such.
It sounds like the premise of the show is Indian romance, but in America.
Yeah,
dating Indian
it's
style.
It's bringing in an Indian here and being like, "Did you know you can choose?" He's
right.
like, oh my god, this is very hard.
Well,
this is the greatest decision of my life. Which Bob and Vagine should I choose? The one my father taught me to, or the one that looks hot to me? Is that the show?
It's no.
But it sounds like it's like a show where the parents have like a say so. Like the parents try to pick out a partner for somebody.
Yeah. It's the parents try to pick out a partner for someone, and
so that's Indian style. That's like
yeah.
They do it cross-legged.
They sit cross-legged on the floor, 25 or 6 to 4. Chicago.
There's like little details about the show that's so fabulous though. Like they always have like one goth person or like emo person in the dating pool.
There should be a goth bachelorette.
This is why it's a better show than The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. There's never been like a goth girl on The Bachelor, but they make sure to put a goth girl in the lineup of Parental Control every time.
That's when goth girls kind of first dropped too, so that's ahead of their time.
There's an episode of Parental Control that's arguably my favorite, where it's a white girl, white parents. She's dating like a Latino, and at first you're like, oh, this is like a touch racist, And then the Latina boyfriend licks the mom's face. And I'm like, oh, it's way weirder than that. There's something going on here. And
Yeah, that's
also,
good writing.
yeah, it's great. It's excellent.
Maybe
They
he was
threw in
deficient in
the
sodium.
caveat that I think Latino boyfriend wants to fuck the mom.
Yes.
And then so also this girl who's the girlfriend for the first like 15 minutes of this 20-minute show, she's the most boring girl ever. And then her parents actually do pick the emo guy with like the swoopy hair. He's got the keffiyeh scarf because emo guys used to wear that. And then he takes her to go get tattoos on the first date.
So he's the tattoo king.
He is the tattoo king. I would love to speak to him.
Yeah, people forget the roots of emo lie with Hamas.
Explain.
That's why I'm such a big
said
fan of both.
They used to wear the kef. What is it?
Yeah, they used to in the 2000s. If you were like hipster or emo, you wore a keffiyeh scarf and had no clue what that meant.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
You
Gavin
didn't
McInnes,
know-
the Gavin McInnes era of hipster.
yeah. There was some
Yeah,
Hamas
like you
guys
didn't
that
know what Hamas was. These people didn't know what Hamas was.
no.
Yeah.
In 2003 in Palestine,
They thought it was the Taco Bell slogan.
the leaders of Hamas at that time laid a blueprint on a table that said Operation Black Parade.
Mm-hmm.
And it was their plan to infiltrate
Yeah.
American pop culture through emo.
By the way, I thought,
And Mexicans. Let's not forget how many Mexican emo kids there are.
by the way, that's what I thought we were protesting this weekend. I thought Trump was throwing a black parade. And I was like, what are these protesters so mad about? I would love to go to the black. When I was a young boy, my
No,
father took me to one of those.
No, Robbie, the Black Parade is tomorrow.
Oh, dude.
Damn, dude.
Wow.
Oh,
Kattoo.
anyway,
Oh.
so she goes to get tattoos on the first day with the keffiyeh scarf guy. What does she get tattooed? Right across her back, big letters, survival of the fittest.
Whoa.
And then like the stupidest girl you've ever met in your life says, yeah, I like love Darwinism.
What?
And now I'm invested in this relationship between girl that loves Darwinism and guy that wants to fuck her mom.
This has to be all written by the right. This is
It's
too.
100%.
Yeah, it's
it is 100% written. I don't care.
Yeah,
Oh.
nobody would agree to this show.
Am I not watching television show because there are writers on it? I would like to be. You know what?
You know what? Yeah, dating shows are kind of like wrestling for girls.
I was just
Yeah.
about to say, you don't have to tell me anything about suspending disbelief.
Yeah.
I'm
Right
a
around
wrestling
the year
fan.
2010, after music videos moved to YouTube, MTV was hiring stand-up comedians to do basically whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
People forget
Basically whatever.
that's why
And
Bill
we need
Maher
to
became a
bring
political
that shit
commentator
back.
somehow.
that's the
We need
that's
to
the
bring that shit back. They used to have parental control. I would love to write for that show.
Yeah.
Parental
right.
control, silent library, next, room
Next.
raiders.
Next,
yeah.
Remote
I think
control.
I think a lot of people forget the origin story. The Andrew Schultz origin story is just like guy code. All right, fam. You know you can't be dating your best friend's bitch.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
they just
Yeah,
be broken
yeah.
up, you gotta wait at least 2 weeks before you date your best friend's ex. That's guy code. I'm Andrew Schultz, and I will be.
I will be affecting the election in about 20 years.
Damn, son. Remember when
Damn,
Democrats
son.
used to get their dicks sucked? Guy code.
Yeah, I mean he's basically doing his Guy Code Wigger character, but about like Republican stuff now. I mean that's the root of my impression of him. You know, it's like
Girl Code and Guy Code was such a good make work program for stand-ups, and we need to
Yes.
bring it back.
every comedian got a job.
Every comedian
New
got a
York
job.
comedian got a job for like
We need
however
to-
long those were on.
We need to bring it back. Nobody wants to pay comics anymore. Now we're all doing this shit. We're what?
Yeah.
We're e-begging
There's
Because
no
nobody wants to
W2s
watch-
for comedians, just
I know.
1099s.
because
Speaking of which, we got some stuff
penny
here.
for a slur. Penny for a slur.
and they used to pay you to go on MTV and say shit like this.
Yeah.
They weren't paying much.
I don't think
I
I
think-
think
I
I
think-
think I heard
They
even
Tommy 'cause
now.
those were all non-union shows, yeah, and they could get away with like paying him $100.
I heard even now, like the cast members on Saturday Night Live only make like $5,000 an episode.
Okay, why am I seeing fucking Sarah Sherman from SNL in my neighborhood all the time? I'm not rich.
Yeah.
She's biking past my apartment. I'm
Well,
like, hey, girl.
Well, she probably lives
Where
in
would,
a nice.
where would she live except
I think
for
she lives
Bushwick?
in a nicer area.
Where
than
would she
Yeah.
live but Bushwick though? At least she does kind of talk the talk of being like
She walks the
yeah.
walk.
like
She'd be,
Sarah
she'd be,
Sherman
she'd
with
be
a
walking around in
jumpsuit
her
off would be
fucking
crazy.
overalls.
Yeah.
They saw real life Peter Griffin and real life Lois smooching on in Bushwick. You guys see that?
Robbie,
That's cool.
can I just say something? Because as you know, we've met these people.
Yeah, we both. Kattoo was with me when we met real life Peter Griffin.
We met these people. They have, when I met them, they had no chemistry.
Yeah.
They
They didn't really talk to each other.
They seemed like colleagues at best.
Yeah, he was so rude to me though, and I can't help but think it's because, like, he was like, "Why are all these guys talking to Lois?" You know, like
Really? I thought he was. Are you sure he wasn't rude to you because your Peter Griffin impression was better?
that might be why he was rude to me. He was pissed off at my Peter.
But his sucks. He's just
His
fat
is
as
terrible.
shit.
It doesn't sound like Peter.
Yeah, he's just a fat Italian. Like he doesn't.
Yeah, he's just a Long Island guy. He's just a fat guy from Long Island. Yeah.
In fact, he probably would have a better career now as just being like a fat Italian who films himself eating meatball subs.
This might be the Riddlers in 20 years is real life Peter Griffin.
Because that's like a viable. That probably is like more.
The Riddler in 20 years is probably going to be.
Dead for 15 years.
Yeah.
He might just turn into Don Vito from Viva La Bam.
That's probably,
No,
but it's probably like a more viable career option now to just like
What was
film
the name?
yourself eating sandwiches than like trying to do comedy or actually any sort of entertainment.
By the way,
There was like an early
yeah.
Disney star who was the voice of Peter Pan, and then he like died of a heroin overdose on the streets of New York, and like was not ID'd for days. I'm not like, okay, that would be bad if that happened to the Riddler, but that's kind of the future I see for him.
All right, wait, Kattoo, check this out.
Yeah. Oh, I have an opinion on that.
Why is she wearing galoshes?
Completely performative. Her heart's not in it.
Yeah, it's a clip farm.
That's a coworker kiss.
Oh my god.
That's a coworker kiss. Somebody asked them to do that.
No, they asked each other
my
to do it.
cartoon partner and best friend. Oh, best friend.
That's
terrible.
yeah, that is a completely platonic kiss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's for the
He
clip.
must like.
It was better than no kiss, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, he's like. I don't know. I could see him pulling this off. You know what I mean? Like,
I can't. He's not nice. He's not a nice guy.
I think he might be nice to her.
Look, Rob Francese does not have to be nice. He's,
I think he does.
it's unfortunate, but he's at that strata of fame and success where, he doesn't have to be cordial to anybody.
Dalton, thank you for knowing his real name.
Yeah.
That is his real name.
I think he thinks
By the
that.
way, could we? Raphael said Lois' kiss was a lie. It did not burn with love's fire. That's a good point.
That is
Yeah,
true.
let's
That
get
is
a-
what I'm saying, brother.
He was all up on him, touching his.
Oh, I just realized I have not been looking at the comments.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
No, don't do it.
Let's get the chat. Let's get the show involved a little bit here. We got Scotty MTO gifted out 10 memberships. Thank you, dog.
Thanks,
Uh,
Daddy.
If you
If
see
you
me out in
the
the
cold, say hi.
I've got at least a couple DMs being like, "This song has been in my head for weeks because of you. Fuck you." Like people are mad.
Oh, Dan Mullen. Full bush.
Nice.
I'll say this. No, it's full. 1970.
Weapons of mass destruction.
1970.
E3.
I have a very I'm a fan of vintage style.
That's true.
Well, that's kind of in vogue now. Like when I was a teenager, it was bald, scorched earth, like a baby's vagina. But
Yeah.
now, now the sentiment seems to be returning back to bush,
Oh, but here's the thing.
glycerine.
I've always been on that wave, baby. Never once have I shaved. Never once.
Nice.
That's
That's cool.
very Lebanese of you.
I know. It's I was at a bar once and I met this woman that I met for the first time, and she said to me, "So when you get the dog. Can you guys hear my dog barking?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
get the dog on the camera.
It's my roommate's dog. It's not.
They
not
like
actually
dogs
mine.
here.
But a girl said to me, she's like, when you get a bikini wax, and I said, no.
No. That does
Do you
seem
have
like
video of that conversation?
No.
Anyway, let's see. Ian says, "Can I call in and try to convince Kattoo to date Drew Flores?"
Yeah.
You can, I guess.
He lives in Bushwick. This could happen.
MC
Mr.
Downtrend,
Flores.
a little something for the 1099. We have MC Downtrend here. Should we bring in our first Rizzler?
We got
Yeah, for sure.
I
We
love
gotta get that LLC put together so we don't get fucked on them 1099s as much.
Right.
Yeah. Should we now? Here's what I'm thinking. Maybe it might be best if we give our contestant and Kattoo like some alone time. Maybe like what do we think? Like 30 seconds on the clock,
Yeah.
and just let them go.
Yeah.
It looks like MC Downtrend is leaving now.
Sorry.
Here. MC Downtrend.
Dude, talking to girls is scary.
Talking
MC
to girls
Downtrend-
is
MC
scary.
Downtrend is engaged, as I know from the private chat.
I'm shaking right now.
Girls is scary.
Girls is scary.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead. We won't step in the way. We won't block, as they say. We'll get out and we'll let MC Downtrend come in. Our first possible Kattoo's king.
Let's go.
Okay.
Am I in?
Yeah, you're in. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, how are you doing? Cute background.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, this is my alter ego.
Nice.
You were doing a fashion job, right?
Yes.
What happened with that?
I got laid off 2
Oh,
weeks ago.
I guess that's kind of a common story.
It's a really this is like not a funny thing, except it's an industry that was hit really hard by the tariffs, and it's not a great time right now.
Word.
I was gonna take some time to figure out if I wanted to stay in the. This is not interesting. I was gonna take some time to figure out
We'll
if
do
I
30
wanted
more
to
seconds actually.
stay in the fashion industry.
Someone save me. No.
But it turns out I don't know what other jobs are. So
Jobs do suck.
yeah. And so I have started applying to fashion jobs again. So I will probably be back in the fashion industry soon.
Well, good luck.
I'm a designer. That is the job that I have in the fashion industry.
Sick.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Ask her something, MC. Don't just listen to her. You got to ask her questions.
I'm trying to be polite. I'm trying to. I'm drawing such a fucking blank.
It's okay. The thing is, I could talk about any subject for any length.
All
of
right,
time.
that was great,
Wow,
guys.
that You
Wow.
know, wait, no, MC, come back in.
It's
What
okay.
did you think about him?
You know what? I thought he was really nice. I thought he was really polite. I like the glasses because they imply he knows how to read, which, is something I value.
That's not a sure thing.
Yeah, I think the glasses just confirm that he has bad eyesight.
It could just be a symbol of weak genetics. Yeah.
Yeah.
He might have
I've
less.
met plenty of
early
dumb
cancer rating.
motherfuckers wearing glasses.
Yeah, I'm looking at one of
yeah.
them right now, Dalton.
Oh, come on, these are
Ooh.
sunglasses. No, these actually reveal that I'm cool.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's going to crack. It's so funny because when you pretty much like, I don't know what else to talk about. You're like, ask her a question.
Stretch.
Reg.
Stretch it out.
Yeah, I think it needs to be a minute. 30 seconds is like enough time to
You
talk
ready
about the
for
weather or
best
some
night of
bullshit.
your fucking lives.
Are you better for the
1
best
minute on the clock.
You have
But also,
1
yeah,
minute
shout
to
out
get
to
some
MC.
pussy.
Shout out to MC for taking the bullet. Because
Yeah, the first guy, the opener, Robbie
that?
knows that's a tough gig.
It is
Damn,
a tough
that's
gig.
a good idea.
It
We
is a tough
should.
gig.
You know, that's a good idea. Is a show called Fuck Tony, where you have 1 minute to fuck Tony Hinchcliffe in his ass.
He'd like that too much.
I won't last that long.
That's
I've been waiting for that one.
I think Tony plays Fuck Tony every night in his bedroom.
Probably.
that's happening on an app called Sniffies after the show.
What's Sniffies?
Sniffies is like Grindr but worse.
Is
Oh,
it-
no.
is it
How
an
could it be
app?
worse?
Or it's a.
It's worse than Grindr.
It's
How
a
could it
physical
possibly be
place.
worse?
It's an app.
It's.
I'm
I
telling
agree with
you,
Craig. How could
If
it
you're
be
looking
worse?
for guys,
How does
that
it get worse than gay?
It's like more.
Is it
'Cause
like?
I
Is
had a
it
gay,
called
friend in
Sniffies? Is
LA.
it like a poppers thing? Is it like finding guys to do poppers with? It sounds like the goal is like.
It's Grindr without the pretense that you're ever gonna date them, if that makes.
Oh,
And even Grindr, that pretense
A
is
lot of Grindr is that too.
It's grosser Grindr. If you're looking for
It's not
stuff that's
grosser.
grosser than what's on Grindr, you go to Sniffies.
Sniffies is such a perverted name.
It sounds like the implication is like amyl nitrates. Like we're gonna
Yeah.
sniff poppers and do sodomy.
I think
By
that
the
is, I think that is
man.
what it's a reference to. Yeah, I think it's a sniffing poppers reference.
By the way, just a quick break in the action because I know MC Downtrend is one of our exclusive members. I'd say if he has time today, maybe he could hang out with us in the page.
Yeah.
We got something big for the page.
So
My
just,
penis.
just letting him know that.
www.patreon.com.
To the person in the chat that says, "Can you still buy poppers?" I think so, but RFK is cracking down on them.
One time we were at, I think it was a comedy fight club, and Dalton and Kattoo were both doing poppers. And I
Yeah,
think I got
they were just
yeah.
like because I mean they were everywhere at the time. So
There was a time where like a bunch of people in like the low level comedy community in New York decided to like get addicted to poppers as
what the hell was that? Like everyone.
Well, I guess it was probably just like a cheap, easy way to get
Some
high.
of those people that I was doing crazy poppers with are for real famous now. That's
Really?
Yes.
Shane Gillis.
Rachel Sennett.
Oh,
She
Yeah.
seems like a poppers girly for sure.
Oh yeah, no. She was for sure sniffing that. Okay.
well, she's
In the Brat
she's
music
a
video
popper
talking
in
about her
Hollywood. She
bum in
pops up in everything.
Yeah. One time we did poppers and then one time we did a whippet chased with a popper.
So I think everyone might have gotten the Ivy Wolk mind virus when that happened because I don't get why everyone was doing poppers.
Well, no, Ivy Wolk is so young. That's how we created her.
No, but we got
That
the Wolk
night
mind virus.
created Ivy Wolk.
Yeah.
Me and Rachel Sennett are her biological mother.
Yeah, Ivy Wolk might just be
and
like
she was
a.
created
How
after a
old was
night
she
of
when you
sniffing
gave her drugs?
poppers. Me and Rachel were the same age.
No, the
Ivy
child.
Wolk. Ivy Wolk. I did it. Well, she was 20 when I met her, but that was like
Too old.
2 years ago.
Yeah, Ivy Wolk might be the manifestation of the collective dream of every woman with BPD. That it's
Yeah,
it's
the
like
woke mind virus might just be borderline personality disorder.
Yeah, like Ivy Wolk can only exist as long as there's at least one woman still alive with BPD. But when the last BPD woman dies, Ivy Wolk ceases to be.
Friend of the show, Ivy Wolk.
She's
and
the
my good
living
friend.
dream of
Yeah.
borderline personality disorder.
friend
Sort of
of-
like Titus in Final Fantasy
Friend of
X.
me.
Friend of my show.
Be right back.
What about Rob? She's on it. And all of her
was about to
fans
say-
hated me and Wolfgang. They're like, let her talk. I was like,
That's so fair.
have you listened to a comedy podcast?
So, one of my goals is to invite Ivy Wolk to a dinner party at my house with some of my more serious friends and freak them out.
Really?
Yes.
So
Oh,
you want to
that's your
do
dream?
you want a dinner for schmucks, sir?
I want a dinner for schmucks, Ivy Wolk.
You want to do a dinner
I
for
want a
schmucks?
dinner for. But here's the thing: She wouldn't be the schmuck.
Okay. So it's everyone else's. Well, hey, let's get A24.
Wow, Michael
on the
Hall,
horn.
that's high praise. Dalton, do you see that?
What does it say?
He said Kattoo more than femoid.
Oh, that's very high praise. Yes, that's really high praise.
That's high
That
praise.
You're better. You're more fun, more cool, more chill than femoid.
And someone that
Raphael
goes
says she
with
mocked your
femoid?
Borat impression. Look, when I pull out my Borat impression, I know it's like a 90% chance of getting mocked. That's why it's funny to me. My wife.
Okay.
My
wife. Dalton had problems
Palestine does not exist. My wife.
Dalton had problems with his Wi-Fi.
Yeah. No, it wasn't the Wi.
Borat definitely would not recognize Palestine. He
I
hated
just had
Jews.
to figure out the mixer. It wasn't the Wi-Fi, but I got the mixer.
Oh, you started a party?
Yeah. It's I have some
It's a mixer?
margarita mix.
Should we bring in another contestant?
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
MC
Now-
Downtrend. No, Borat isn't Muslim. He worships the hawk. Do you know nothing of Borat?
But in real life, Kazakhstan is a Muslim country.
Yeah.
Central Asian.
Real life.
I think it is.
So
I
if,
mean,
if Borat was real, he would be Muslim.
Kazakhstan's right by Russia, though, so it could. I think he is supposed to be
I
Muslim.
think there's
but
Muslim Russian.
They make a point to say that he worships the hawk,
Yeah. So it's not.
and he's
to
a
be-
journalist, so he's
so it's-
objective.
So it's
He's
not
an
to be
objective
overly
journalist.
political.
I worship the hawk too.
Okay, Dalton. Kattoo, do
I
you want to go
also-
to in Hawk 2 airplane over the sea?
Oh, should we go to that? When is that?
It's this Friday.
Wait, Robbie, you want to go to that?
I'm gonna go, so feel free.
Damn, I can't believe y'all. I would rather go to the twerk to freedom, surviving the juke joint. Did you see?
I would totally go to that. Are you kidding
Did you
me?
see the poster
It'll just
where
be
it was-
nice right after Juneteenth to go to the whitest possible event
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
Hawk 2 airplane over the sea.
Okay, look, you need to do both. You need to do the twerk to freedom,
Right.
and then the next day, you
In Hawk 2 in Hawk 2
you
airplane
go
over
to
the
the
sea.
Hawk to an airplane over the sea.
Man, I'll be a regular Martin Luther Kattoo King after those two events.
Yeah, that works.
BB King.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have another?
Are you ready for a man?
I'm ready for a man.
All right. Well. First off,
Pause.
maybe we can kind of do it like this because there will be one.
You're
There can
cut-
only be
you're
one.
cutting out.
I am.
Kattoo, I
Cut
think
it
your
out.
internet might be lagging a bit.
Yeah, it might be. It's probably my internet, but you sound fine now.
So there can only be one lucky winner at the end of this. What would you, as sort of a scale, what out of 1 through 10, what would you give our friend MC Downtrend?
You know what? I'm gonna give MC a 7.
Oh,
I'm gonna give MC a 7.
Aw.
what was his personality trait that really stood out to you, or was it something physical?
Carnal.
I would say that the personality trait that stood out to me, women really like it. Well, wait, I was about to say something I would regret, so I'm not going to say that. I'm going again. He seemed normal. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a normal person.
Oh well, he's
Yeah.
not. So he definitely he did a really good job then.
Well, he just possesses like the calmness and seeming normalcy of someone who is in a relationship already. So
The tranquility. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
batting
Right.
with the confidence of somebody that
So
he's
when he's
leaving
like
at home.
spoken to a woman like earlier today.
you know the old axiom: desperation is.
He has the
distinction
confidence of a man
alone.
who hasn't spoken to anyone but his girlfriend in 15 years. It's a joke. I'm joking.
No, that's
It-
true though. There is like because that makes sense.
Oh, there's a lot of guys like that.
That felt meaner than I wanted it to be.
No,
That's
no.
like the goal for a lot of guys. Is like, man, I just need to find one woman, and that's it. I'm done.
But you can get it back quickly after you break up. But I also don't think he wants to break up, so I think he's all right.
I don't think he wants to leave his fiance for UK, and that's not like a judgment on you.
I think he does. I think there's
He
a reason
might.
that he's here. I think that's
Yeah,
exactly what he's trying to
Please
do.
take this seriously. All the contestants had to fill out an application form to even be on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we did a background
They had to have
check.
their real ID.
They had to have the real ID. We gave them a background check,
Yep.
social security, which we've linked to the super chats.
Yep.
Let's see. Is this guy even? Oh, we got now this guy, this next guy, he might be kind of scary, I think. But you might like that. Here.
Oh.
The Riddler.
Oh.
The Riddler. Are you ready to go one-on-one with the great one?
Yeah. Do you have a riddle for me?
Yeah, we need to
Riddler?
know that you're gonna say words and not just
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
sound.
And not just do red bar
Can I-
noises.
Can I be heard?
See,
Oh.
I'm kind of, they say I'm kind of like the Joker, but for women.
That's perfect. Start with that.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. A good morning kiss that needs no lip. Pour me out. I'll make your day zip. What am I?
You are a shot of espresso.
Oh, close enough.
Hell yeah.
That's coffee flavored coffee.
Coffee flavored coffee. Oh, I should have got that. Espresso's kind of like the
oh.
original coffee flavor. It's like coffee flavored coffee in Europe.
It's like ultra coffee flavored coffee. That one
Yeah.
was, that's right. Okay, let's see.
30 more seconds.
Okay.
I'm a riddle, doggy. I bet you can't guess who I am, doggy.
You're a dog.
No.
No? Okay, all right. Oh wait. I'm gonna keep trying. So you're a riddle doggy.
I'm
I
a
get
riddle,
it.
doggy.
You're a riddle doggy. You're a like a small dog.
No.
Okay. You're yeah, I'm giving up on this one, buddy. I didn't.
It's real snaky.
Okay, it's snaky. So it's like something similar to snake.
The chat's got it. Uh-oh.
Puerto Rican dog. Someone said that. Someone said Puerto Rican.
All right, are we all back?
Yeah.
Someone-
Should we answer the riddle?
Yeah.
It's
What's the
Luis J.
riddle?
Gomez.
Oh, you're Luis J.
Why?
Gomez. Oh, okay.
I have one for Mr. Goodwin.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Lord have
allow it.
mercy, I'm about to bust.
Ooh.
Do you just wear that mask around?
He's the Riddler, of course.
Why don't I
Any
show my
any
riddle?
parting words for your
I don't know if we
Right.
would be compatible because I'm not super COVID conscious. I got to be honest.
Yeah, Mask.
Yeah, let's get him out of here.
He had a riddle for me.
He
I'm
stinks.
curious.
Oh, sorry. I should have let him tell a riddle. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a super COVID
he
conscious
has
person.
A riddle for Robbie.
Whoa.
Make it quick.
I'm a canine of great imagination, battling a baron of my own creation.
Oh, the Snoopy.
Oh!
Thank you, Riddler. That felt good to get very quickly.
Yeah, that was worth it.
That was good.
It was to
Lord have
me.
mercy, I'm about to bust.
Okay, so I was told by a man that a lot of women on Hinge these days have in their prompt that they're looking for someone who can, and I quote, commit to the bit. Like that's supposedly a very common Hinge prompt right now.
Wait, they can commit to the bit?
Yeah, supposedly.
Oh, because millennials can only get engaged ironically.
Yeah. So, so somebody was like, yeah, I see a lot of Hinge profiles that say that a woman's looking for a guy who can commit to the bit.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
So what I'm saying is the Riddler should get on Hinge. My man is committed.
My man is unhinged, frankly.
He's not for me, but
He
for
should
the
not.
ladies of NYC Hinge, I feel like that might work out for him.
I mean, he couldn't be less hinged. I'll put it that way.
What an absolute cesspool of garbage that probably is.
I feel
Hinge. It's better when you're honestly
New York City Hinge women.
After 30,
godless.
I think it's better.
I feel like I don't know. I don't like the dating apps.
Raphael, just call in. I'm not gonna ask her if she likes guys who play the flute and then be like, "This guy in the chat." Call in, bro.
If you
Skin
call in,
flute.
don't
Ask
play
her
the
yourself.
flute. If you call in, don't play the flute.
Flute human.
I'm telling you that now. But here's the
Dalton, you heard what I
thing.
said?
What's up, y'all?
I wouldn't.
You know what time it is? It's about to be that time.
Flute human.
Flute human.
Flute human.
Is that coming? Is the soundboard working?
I heard
Yeah.
Stephen A.
You
Yeah,
heard
it's
that?
working.
Do y'all see his Rolling Stone profile today? They took the funniest pictures. They give him the most dramatic pictures ever.
Yeah, we heard the "I'm about to bust" like 3 times.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Nobody was responding to it.
I didn't know where it was coming from at first. Honestly, I was kind of scared.
It did sound like ghosts.
That's what I was doing in my head. I was like,
Nice, dude. I got the soundboard back.
Look, I have nothing. Sorry, I'm reading the comments right now. I have nothing but respect for the instrument of the flute. However, I grew up in a household with people that played music and having to listen to people practice their instruments.
the skin.
And that
flute.
is not a household that I would like to continue living
Yeah,
in.
you would grow up in a Woody Allen-esque household.
Oh, yeah. You know, my dad is in 5 bands.
Really?
Yes, I found that out recently.
Crack is in 10 bands, 40 bands. Fuck it, man.
Let's just not even discuss it, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There are 3 motherfucking people in this goddamn world. 3! There's the man who owns the horse and gets the money. There's the man who has the money and gets the horse. And there's us, me, you. We jack off the fucking horses and we get nothing.
Hey, yo, I don't be doing none of that shit.
Don, I think you need to somehow fix it. Doesn't come in super clear.
That one was bad. The other ones were good.
Yeah, that one. I think it's just that recording because what's
And now you got mad loud.
To the art of peace in addition to the art of war.
Oh, that was Master Roshi.
All right, do we have any more contestants?
Oh, we have plenty.
All right, yeah, let's get through these.
Gay.
Okay, I'll be sorry.
Well, one question about the date that we just saw, which I gotta say, the Riddler really fucking fumbled that one. He didn't even really ask any questions. He just sort of told riddles. Kattoo, what do you think his face probably looked like?
Well, I'm obviously imagining just Paul Dano.
Paul
Because-
Dano.
Paul Dano from the movie, The Batman.
Dano.
From
Yeah.
the movie on the TV?
On the
Yes,
TV,
because
yeah.
he played the Riddler in the movie, so that's what I
Yeah,
associate.
he played the Riddler.
Oh,
He played the
this guy would be lucky to look like that.
Mm-hmm.
What would you give him 1 out of 10?
you know, for me personally, I'm gonna say like a 4.
That's
I'll
generous,
give him-
honestly. He didn't even try.
I'll give him points for asking questions.
Like he asked questions, which is
Oh yeah,
cool.
this is the Stephen A. Rolling Stone profile.
This
Look
is
at
the kind of guy Kattoo's looking for.
Yeah. I've always been intensely polarized and hold on. Just such great fucking these pictures are so sick. Hold on. I don't concern myself with the enemy. This is just so
Is he about to record?
Edward R. Murrow over here. God damn. LeBron and I don't like each other. We're never gonna like each other. It's not gonna stop me from doing my job.
Oh, I really like that quote.
I like this one. I mean, these quotes are incredible. Stephen A is incredible at sound bites. When I'm serious, you know I'm deadly serious. I'm not faking a take. I gotta live with that lie. That's
Oh,
not
shut
true,
up.
Stephen A.
He's such a
fake.
fucking bullshit
He says
artist.
so much bullshit.
He doesn't rember shit that he
Wait,
says
actually, no,
5
I'm back
seconds
on
after he
board.
says it.
Crack, look, would this
See,
man
no,
not?
I
This
really
is a man who
appreciate.
thinks. This is a
That's
man
an
who
all-time
thinks.
unk pose. Yeah, it's so good.
I think he literally said, "I get respect because I give respect," like one of those kinds of things.
He
There's times
disrespects
when
so
even the
many
people
people.
that you care about, you're gonna have to call them to the carpet. So true. Wait, where's the respect quote? That was like so good.
All right, we shouldn't look at Stephen A too much because he's gonna make the contestants look bad. In
True,
comparison.
true. That's whatever. You know what? I shouldn't have shown Kattoo at 10.
It's about to be that time.
Should I do that time?
Let's
Everyone,
bring
check out the Rolling Stone Stephen A. Smith profile. It's
I'm
really
excited. I'm one step closer to getting this soundboard to actually work, but I won't keep playing with it for the.
I'm one step closer to the edge.
I'll make sure we actually do a show and not just me fiddling with the soundboard.
Now that will be good Patreon fodder.
Yes,
My fodder.
My fodder. Kattoo, what you getting into tonight?
Oh, that's what
Dalton-
Hiachi wanted you to ask. Nice, dude.
Well, Dalton, I'm doing this podcast.
Also,
Nice.
I would like to say if you've been a contestant so far, if you would please leave the room so more people can get in. It says more people are trying to get in, but the studio's full.
Oh, to Raphael, who asks if I'm more of an Asuka or a Rey, obviously Asuka. Obviously. But you got to keep in mind, the true answer is Misato.
Wait a second.
Like, I feel like I was an Asuka when I was 14, but now that I am 29, the age of Misato, it's Misato.
That's how I get my tacos.
Thank you, C-Dumps, for saying we shout out the dogs. And the dogs are shouting
And the
out.
dog is shouting back.
The dog is shouting out.
Doggies are shouting out.
Dalton, did you just play the Evangelion theme? It's a really good song.
It's a great song.
That is a great. I've watched that theme song. I've never seen Neon Genesis.
Good thing I had that loaded up on the.
You've never seen Neon Genesis Evangelion?
No. Which is crazy because I'm a big Genesis fan. I love Phil Collins, but I've never seen Neon Genesis. No.
Damn, you need to be dating more evil women.
I think it was one of Robin Williams' favorite animes was Evangelion, and they say it was a direct cause of his suicide.
Just a guy with
End of Evangelion.
After he watched End of Evangelion, he was filled with such an existential malaise that he saw no reason to continue living.
Just a guy with.
Should I wear my Akira jacket?
And so they say that's actually why the creator started making the Evangelion rebuilds, was to try and mitigate Evangelion related suicides in the future. That there needed to be a continuation that gave people hope that wasn't as bleak as in the end of Evangelion, because that's what took Robin Williams from us.
Just imagine a guy with
I
late
love that,
stages
but
of
I
dementia.
do think he made the rebuilds for money.
Maybe that too. Yeah.
I like that theory, and I love Evangelion. I haven't seen the rebuilds actually, but I love Evangelion. I love the end of Evangelion. I have so much respect for that creator, Hideaki Anno, I believe his name is. I might be butchering that, but so much respect for him. I do think he made the
We lost
he
you
kind of
for
froze there for a second, but yeah, I agree.
A fun fact about me is that I have forced 2 ex-boyfriends to watch Evangelion.
Oh yeah, I mean, you would that wouldn't be anything anyone would have to force me to do. I'll gladly rewatch it.
That's why they're exes, right?
My Akira jacket.
Yeah.
Just imagine Robin Williams in the late stages of dementia with just the epileptic fucking Evangelion lighting just spraying across his forehead.
Oh yes, I love it so much, but it's blinding my eyes. Blinded by the light. Oh yes. Oh, it's like I'm in Japan. Oh, especially right after the bomb dropped. Yes. Yes.
Yes. So we have our
My
next
Wi-Fi's
suitor.
lagging.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Somebody coming in.
I think
Somebody?
we were waiting for her to
Our next caller, you're on. Welcome to the hello. You're on the air.
Oh, it's me.
Hello.
Well, hey, I'm gonna level with you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
We'll level with you.
Oh.
I was really here to talk to Robbie
Oh, I'm sorry.
and Dalton and Crack, but no, you're cool.
I'll tell him what you said.
What are you getting into, Doc?
You know, I'm just on the podcast, hanging out. This is kind of
All right, so
this is kind of it. This is kind of what I'm doing tonight.
So what's your deal?
My deal is that I am a Pisces. And
You do astrology before race?
Okay. That's a racial question. Okay.
No, I didn't say anything question, but that's just an awkward way that you
30
took
seconds.
it.
That's okay. The race question, which is also the explanation for why I have a weird name, is that I'm Lebanese.
Okay, I have a raccoon background too, like that one guy.
Oh wow, do you kiss that on the mouth?
I get close.
Did you kiss the raccoon on the mouth? Is that a pet or
is
that a pet or is that a wild animal?
Oh, that's a trash find. So what that is, it's called living the dream.
All right, I live with pets, and I know that sometimes you do find them in the trash, like cats and stuff.
Yeah, actually, I got a cat skull in my room too. That's from going under houses, and that's just actual guy had a taxi. He had a bunch of taxidermy
great job,
shit,
Drew.
All right.
Any last words, Drew?
Bye guys. I guess.
No, to
Love
her.
you guys.
Anything
To
for
her?
Yeah.
Oh, is that High Life?
This is a High Life tall boy, yeah.
Oh.
All right. Well, cheers to that. That's good.
Cheers to that.
Hell yeah. At least she's
That's
drinking.
What's
He
wrong
said
with
that's
High
good.
Life?
King of beers.
He said good.
I like
Very
High Life.
good.
I do think it's the king of beers.
The champagne of beers.
King of beers is
literally-
Budweiser.
I literally like a High Life. more
Yeah,
than
fuck.
like
We
a-
don't have kings in America anymore, Dalton. Fuck Budweiser.
All right, bye, Drew.
Yeah, Kattoo is the king of queens.
Beers.
Mhm.
Queers.
I mean, I don't see any dates possibly going better than that one.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that was
Drew
pretty good.
Drew Huntley is my top pick.
I
so
will
far.
say I
Drew's
do
the
have
man.
I do have a little bit of feedback. Okay, so I like that he brought props, right? Like I think that's cool. That's fun. That's funny.
It's chill.
I like that he brought props. However, I will say, not to get racial again, Lebanese people do not kiss their pets on the mouth.
Yeah, white people be letting their dogs lick their faces.
That might be a deal breaker if you take out a pet and kiss it because you're like, oh,
Right.
you're Lebanese.
Right. White people. I'm white, whatever. But Lebanese people do not kiss dogs on the mouth, cats on the mouth, raccoons on the mouth. Absolutely not. So for that reason, it's gonna be a no.
Kattoo, remember when I told you some of our fans might remind you of Connor O'Malley characters?
Yeah.
That was the guy.
I was mostly talking about Drew.
Drew is he's a real life Connor O'Malley character. He'll call in sometimes. He'll be driving like while drinking a Coors Light tall boy, and he's like,
By the
I'm
way-
just getting off of work.
This does show you why alcohol is great because he's been by far the best at talking to girls so far.
Yeah, and Drew,
Yeah.
you know, something that I like that Drew did, you know, as opposed to our gentleman before, he was wearing a mask. He really didn't show us anything. He didn't even use his real voice. Whereas Drew gave you an insight into his life.
I feel like I know a bunch about Drew. And I
Yeah,
actually
you
really
know,
do
that's
appreciate that. It is nice to like show as much of yourself as quickly as possible, right? Like that is like a really solid dating strategy.
Yep. And I'll also have you know he's a very, very good drunk driver.
Yes.
yeah.
So factor that into your final score.
Yeah, he said, what did he say? He was like, I'm back to drunk driving after 4 months off. Still got it.
Can we get a rating for Drew if there's
It's
nothing
gonna-
else you want
I'm
to say
sorry,
about
I
him?
think Drew and the Riddler are kind of two sides of the same coin, okay? Both equally committed. Now, the Riddler's committed to a character and Drew is committed to authenticity. But they're both a 4.
Oh,
Whoa, that hurts.
That
Come
has
on,
to be
you gotta give him
based
a
on
break.
That
looks.
really hurts.
Give him
That has to be based on looks. Because he did a great job with the talking portion.
Yeah, Drew was smooth
I'm
with
sorry.
it.
I didn't know that this was going to be based on how good they are at talking to women. I was just kind of given based on
It's
vibes.
the whole package.
It's
Oh, okay,
whatever
I'm
you.
just-
You're
that-
the
that
woman.
makes me think
Like,
you're
I'm
you're-
kind of
don't
just
like
I'm throwing
funny
out
guys,
numbers
'cause Drew was
based on
fucking
vibes.
hilarious.
well,
And
you're the belle of the ball here. These are just the guys with the balls.
Yeah, you're the Belle Delphine of the ball.
You're the
oh, don't compare me to her.
Who is Belle Delphine?
Belle
From Delfino
Delphine is the first one. I was gonna say she's the woman that sold her bathwater. No, she's the first woman to sell
Yeah,
her
I'm
bathwater.
gonna. I would-
Now
that's
people are
right.
coming for her swag. Okay,
It's been happening in my neighborhood for years.
Oh, and she smiles like this.
True.
Oh, like from the movie. Smile.
She's like
No, it's no top lip, all bottom lip. So it's like
she's an e-girl that's like very much
that.
like I'm an anime. She's like the most popular OnlyFans creator, I guess.
Oh, okay.
C Dumps, one of our faithful females, has
Thank
just purchased you another
you.
beer.
Thank you.
Yo, I've been getting into these. I finally found these at the store. The Ito N bottles of green. This is a jasmine green
Oh,
tea.
I love the Ito and green tea bottles.
Yeah, these are good.
Those are really good.
I've got Trip, which is it's sparkling water
You be
with
tripping?
it is very similar to You Be Tripping. It has lion's mane, magnesium, L-theanine, and ashwagandha. Get back downstairs.
Well, do you know? That sounds like is that adaptogens and nootropics?
I think so.
Do you guys believe in those?
Of course.
Yes, very much so. Yes,
Okay.
we believe in the efficacy of adaptogens and.
I can't believe they could be so cheap. That's what I can't believe.
Yeah, we do believe
I
that.
just wish it was in my coffee.
Yes, I do wish I could find a cup of coffee flavored coffee that contained adaptogens and nootropics such as ashwagandha, tonka le, lion's mane, and L-theanine, but I have yet to find such a thing.
You know, it's interesting you're searching for that, Dalton, because actually at bodybrain.com,
Whoa.
this is this is Body Brain Coffee. This is our story. This is Louis J. Gomez's coffee. He gives you the whole deal here.
Oh my god, it's almost exactly what's in Trip. Fuck Trip. Sparkling water is gay. I need some get up and go.
I need I need a coffee flavored coffee that does something that gives me energy with no crash, no jet.
And as it's also developed by Tonkat Ali, which is Naeem's uncle.
I was wondering, is that a guy or an
young blood? Let me tell you something about adaptogens and nootropics.
Now, nootropics, it's called nootropics because they're new and they're very tropical.
Well, look at that. Now
it boosts testosterone.
Now it's $44.99, or you can finance it in 2 interest-free installments. Shot play. But
now, how many of Lewis's fans are gonna have to finance this?
Yeah, dude. How many people are gonna default on their bag of BodyBrain coffee?
That is really expensive coffee.
Well, hold on, Kattoo.
No.
Kattoo, you don't know what you're talking about.
This one bag
Hold
of
on a
BodyBrain
second.
coffee
It's
includes
Colombian.
30 sachets of freeze-dried Colombian coffee with adaptogens and nootropics. Each sachet is a cup of coffee. So if you break that down, that's $44.99 for the bag, right? 30 sachets in a bag. That averages out to $1.50 per cup of coffee. That is a fraction of what you're paying for your Starbucks each day.
And that's
by the
coffee
way,
You're
that does
actually
something.
losing money not buying BodyBrain coffee.
when I go to
Absolutely.
Starbucks, they have like frappuccinos,
Cappuccino.
Americanos, cappuccinos, Alpacinos. I just want some coffee flavored coffee. You know,
And I said to myself,
I go to Starbucks, I'm like,
www.whatthefuck.com.
I was
and
about
then-
to say that.
And then,
We got to watch that on the Patreon.
and then
Yeah.
Lewis tapped me on the shoulder and he said, "Hey, doggy, www.bodybraincoffee.com."
That's what the fuck, doggy.
That's
Lewis
Nobody
is
out-
making
nobody
coffee
outbodies the
flavored
brain.
coffee. I asked for coffee flavored coffee at Starbucks. She had to like ask her manager if they sold it.
I'm buying some BodyBrain soon, and I think everyone in chat should too. But give us a super chat first.
Yeah, give us a super chat. So, by the way, this is not a paid ad, which is very funny. So many people are asking. That was absolutely not a paid ad.
We do it out of the goodness of our heart because we know it's a good product that we
we believe in it.
Literally, I want BodyBrain coffee. So please super chat so I can buy some BodyBrain coffee. I literally
I
want to.
say we're ready for our next contestant here.
Okay, let's go.
And so far, for people keeping score, MC Downtrend is way in the lead. Our next guy is in a band, so just know that.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Gentlemen. Oh, and Miss Kattoo.
Hi.
Well, actually, some prerequisites here. First and foremost, I'm a happily married man.
Oh,
I'm speaking. Well, I'm speaking on behalf of the estate of Drew Flores.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you 3 questions that he is dying for me to ask you.
Okay.
First and foremost,
Don't be
thoughts
worried that
on-
he's married. He cheats all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. Crack. Listen, musicians union, come on. We're trying to break the band dude stereotype.
Mm-hmm.
No. Drew, first and foremost, the most important question is number 1. Thoughts on small penises.
I think you guys deserve rights just like everyone else.
Okay. All right, I'll let him know that. 2. What are your thoughts on math rock?
I actually like it. Unfortunately, yeah, I enjoy math rock. Potentially because I went to a lot of like DIY shows in Philadelphia in the years like 2014 to 2016. I was doing that like every weekend. So I've heard a bunch of math rock, and it's like to me very nostalgic for drinking a Four Loko in someone's basement, but in a good way.
It is very much Drew's vibe.
Okay.
So that you are killing it right now.
Okay.
Finally, number 3, he just wants to know if you think he's cool and if you think he's chill.
Okay, I don't know who he is.
Well, when the fine gentlemen come back, I will hopefully have a picture of Drew brought up, and you can evaluate. Because despite what Crack is saying, I am not a cheater. I am a very taken man. But I think you guys would really hit it off because he's good friends with Robbie. He's in Bushwick. He likes math rock. No, there is a bonus question here. That is not true.
No.
No, he is a size 30. We found out in our group chat. I think yesterday. But also, what are your thoughts of being cheated on? Because he has sort of like this, like very like preordained like goal of like wanting to marry you, but then cheat on you with Ivy Wolk, and you walk in on them.
Okay.
Yeah. He's an interesting guy.
So generally, I was gonna say that cheating's fine given your situation.
All right.
But
that's a great answer, Kattoo. We appreciate that.
Now that you've clarified the situation a little bit and the specific fantasy, I'm actually going to say that's not okay.
Ian, you got it backwards. He has a fantasy of marrying Ivy Wolk and cheating on her with someone.
With Kat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I just want to say, very progressive that he wants to cheat with the older woman.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start there.
Wait, that guy that we showed earlier, that wasn't him?
No.
I got a picture.
Cheating on someone with a woman.
Actually show Drew because he He's
What?
stuck at work. He really wants to be here. All right, hold on. You guys are being so fucking mean right now.
That's true.
Like you guys are being
There's
so
nothing
fucking
wrong
mean.
with having a small penis.
All right.
I second that. There's nothing wrong with having a small penis.
There's nothing wrong with having a small penis. I do have a
We were
picture of Drew
drunk
for
one time. Drew was like drunkenly. He was like, "Just so you know, it's like a bit. I have a very like normal penis." Like I was all right, Drew.
Here's a
You don't have
picture
to
of Drew
confess that, I
Flores.
believe you.
At Drew Flores 69 on X.
Nice.
This is Drew.
Okay, I'm gonna look him up on Instagram because that's the app that people go on to hit on people, right? Like that's
this is actually Drew.
Oh yeah.
He is a slender Hispanic man with a very nice mustache.
Wait. He follows me. I don't follow him
Yes,
back.
Of course.
Yes. We're cooking.
He's
All right, Ian, we're gonna let you go, man.
All right.
like a nice.
Thank you for fighting the good fight for Drew.
And incredible stuff.
He looks normal.
And shout out everybody, go listen to Holy Coast, the band.
looks
Yes,
normal.
go listen to Holy Coast.
I don't generally I do think that like cheating on a woman with a woman that's 10 years older than her is kind of an awesome move.
Yeah.
So
Drew,
we won't
Drew's
even that
fantasies are very funny because they're like, he's like, I'm gonna big dog Alex Davenport at the tiny cupboard. It's my year. And I was like,
Okay.
like things don't have to go well for you to do that.
I know you could
Like his big lofty vision board goals are all like very like that.
Well, I say we just get right into the next one because that one didn't really count. That was
Here's
like
the thing. I wouldn't sleep with Ivy Wilkes' man though because she looks like she bites a little bit. Don't.
Right.
Okay, that's a joke. I love her. That's.
No.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
she's scary. I mean,
seems like a good person to me. I don't know why I'd say that.
But I don't doubt that she bites. She probably like plays with fire.
I think that got in your head because you saw Kumia.
Fire.
Fire.
All right, should we bring our next guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, show me the
I thought
picture.
you meant
He turns back and we're here.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
Hey,
1099s, are you ready?
yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Hi, Kattoo.
Hi, 1099.
Yeah, it's Kevin Brennan is the
Okay.
username.
All right.
Yeah.
Word. Hi, Kevin. How are you tonight?
Good. So, like, what do you like to do for fun outside of work?
Okay, so outside of work for fun, I'm currently playing Stardew Valley. I enjoy watching documentaries and then falling asleep 15 minutes in. I really enjoy like walking around kind of aimlessly while listening to podcasts or audiobooks.
Okay.
I think it's good because I'm getting exercise, but I'm actually listening to somebody like explain a conspiracy theory that I'm just going to be really annoying about all week.
Yeah. Okay. I listen to podcasts all day at work
Yeah,
too, so I get that.
makes sense. Considering that you're here. Let's see. That's some stuff I like to do.
Yeah, it's a good list.
Tell her about your money.
Yeah, I'm probably the most like financially well-off person in the Crowder Boys chat. That's
awesome.
a nice,
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's not saying much, but it's
That
like yeah.
is kind of
I just don't live in Section 8 housing, and I have a decent job.
That's
and I
nice.
inherited some money too, so yeah,
Oh,
good
that's
things
fun.
there. Yeah,
No,
for sure.
No, inheritance is cool. It's look,
Money's cool.
I'm not gonna lie, that happened to me. People are like, "How'd you pay off your student loans?" And I'm like, "Have you ever had 3 uncles die in a year?"
Yeah, the best financial advice is have rich parents
Yeah,
or have
I would.
family members die. Yeah.
I would say that the best financial advice is to have your godfather like die alone in his house, like at like 20 years before he thought he was going to.
Yeah, no, the money I inherited was because my dad killed himself. So.
All right.
That
Great
sucks.
job,
So,
1099.
do you
That was
think
fantastic.
that's do you think that's hereditary mental illness?
I'm sorry, we're gonna have to cut it off right there. That's the end of the day. Thank you, 1099. Great job. So what do we think about him?
You know what? I am just gonna say I'm also giving him a 7. And here's why.
The betas are really doing well so far.
Well, look, it's what are we both gonna be off of? Like let's be for real. let's be for real, brother. Okay, whatever. let's
Damn, Kattoo, the girl boss over here.
Yeah, that one felt like it went well. You know, it felt like he was asking genuine questions, wanted to get to know you. That was a good date.
Yeah.
Well, the funniest part
I will
was
say you know what?
I went to go get a glass of water, sorry, and I walked in and all I heard was, "Well, my father's dead," and then Crack was like, "Okay, everybody, it's over."
Yeah.
No, look. First of all, it's always hard to a woman when you have dead family members because that's one less person that might potentially hate her. Okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Every woman low-key wants you to have like a dead mom and grandma. And so that's a plus. I'll say it. I think it's fine to lead with how much money you make.
I wanted him to make sure that he mentioned it because
I think it's fine.
He said that he had more money than anybody in the chat. He should have also said he had way more money than the hosts as well. Real quick, just a break in the action. Drew Huntley gave us $10. He said I had BodyBrain coffee mixed with Coors when I got home today. It was delivered today. Not bad. Got a morning drink. I'm an 8 with Blue Chews, ho. Shout out Sumo Shock. Drew Huntley is an 8 with Blue Chews. Does that change your score at all?
That's that confidence will get him a lady.
I mean, an 8 is not something to, you know.
Yeah.
That's decent. Oh, but then we had Robbie's third cousin.
Holy shit!
This is for Kattoo only. We will definitely make sure that you get that.
Okay, I low-key need it, so thank you.
Where it's actually for us.
As you can see, my IQ shelving behind me is falling apart.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, it is for us because it's our show, but we appreciate you being here.
Okay, well, thank you.
I'll buy your ticket to Inhok Tua plane over the sea.
I actually have a medieval theme party to go to on Friday, so I can't.
You're gonna miss Hawk Tour plane over the sea?
Yeah, I forgot about that, but I have to go to a medieval theme party for a zine that I wrote for.
No, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
You're quasi evil. You're medieval.
That's what they call me because I'm mid and I'm evil.
Yeah.
That would have been a better joke.
Yeah.
That's what you should have said.
Write that down, Robbie.
No, I preferred quoting Austin Powers.
That's why you'll never make it in this biz, kid. When a veteran gives you advice, you take it.
Okay.
So, all right, we got a few guys that, you know, I don't know what it is, but it seems like all of a sudden we brought a girl on, all of a sudden people want to talk to us. Everybody's lining up in the arena, but let's keep working these guys in. Pause.
Okay.
Meth Man, are you ready?
Yo, what's up? What's up, boys? What's up, boys? Hi, Kattoo. How you doing?
Hello.
I love the show, boys. Love the show. Oh,
Are
hi,
you
Kattoo.
on meth currently?
Oh no, I'm just a little stoned and my stomach hurts because I ripped a heater too.
Okay, slay.
So yeah. And I ate a bunch of ice cream earlier, so that's why I look a mess.
Yeah.
So how you doing?
Have
you watched any series lately?
I'm doing good. The current series that I'm watching is Gundam Witch from Mercury. They finally made a Gundam for girls, so I'm checking that out. And yeah, that's what's your show right now? What's your show? What are you watching?
I'm watching this series called Mobland. It's on Paramount Plus.
Oh, that's one of the.
It
See,
has
I'm
Tom
never ever
Hardy.
gonna watch that because I don't have Paramount
pretty
Plus. I do like that you lead with what streaming service it's on though, because I'm not gonna. I'm at my streaming service capacity. So if it's not on my beloved HBO Max, I'm not watching it. Or unless it's easy to torrent.
I feel that. Yeah. Like back in the 2000s, doggy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, I honestly just wanted to say hi to the boys. I'm financially unstable and mentally unstable. I'm no room to date anyone. I just wanted to say hi to the Crowder boys. But
Okay,
you'll
well,
be
you
fine.
know what?
You'll definitely
I
find
love no,
a
it's
suitor.
okay.
You'll
Here's
find a
the
suitor
thing.
somewhere.
And so will
No,
you,
don't give
because
up.
Mental and financial instability are temporary most of the time.
Not mental.
You know,
I mean, not
something
for
that,
you
that
too,
kind of
but for a
honesty
lot of
might be
people
what,
there.
what wins her over.
We love you.
My name
Meth
is
Man.
George. I'm unemployed and I live with my parents.
Bye, Meth Man.
It's not too far
I
from the
gotta
truth.
say-
Woo.
Bye, Meth
Bye, guys. I
Man.
love
Thank
the
you for
show.
calling in.
He was doing good until he fucking completely gave up.
Is my microphone working?
You know what?
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
giving him a 5 for honesty.
There you go.
All right.
5 is not bad.
I'm
That's
giving him a
oh,
5 for
wait,
honesty.
6 is passing. Well, that's good. It's better than the Riddler.
He did
That's
better than the
true.
Riddler and Drew
That's
Huntley.
true.
Drew came so prepared and
Dude,
would have
Drew
stayed on
killed
for
me. He had that
another.
You
carrot
know
on
what?
deck.
I feel bad. I feel like I want to up Drew's score.
Do it.
No, because you know what? Drew sacrificed a little bit of charm for, I think, trying to impress the boys, which, it's a
Yeah.
show, so you want to entertain.
I
But
give him a
he could
10.
have been more nicer and more charming. So
Yeah.
you give him the score that you believe in.
Okay. To be fair, I did also rate him low for kissing a raccoon on the mouth.
That's understandable.
A dead raccoon. Are you saying, Crack? Are you saying that he renamed himself Cat Drew to impress us?
Yeah, he's Cat Drew Drink King.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's what
My
he
favorite
named
part of
himself
that-
in his little bubble.
My favorite part of that date is Kattoo goes, "Do you kiss that thing on the mouth?" He goes, "I get close." Drew's a funny guy, man.
Dude, that was like a fucking King of the Hill moment.
All right, well, we have our next fellow, and
a
finally,
4 for me, a 10 for someone else.
Oh wait, speaking of King of the Hill Kattoo, how big are your feet?
8.5.
question.
That's a normal
You
size.
ain't got no piggy heels, that's for damn sure.
You know what? Here's the thing.
I'm short, so that is proportionally big.
Oh, it's like how Jennifer Love Hewitt's had giant tits, but for her frame, you have
That's all.
Jennifer Love Hewitt tits of feet.
The one consolation
That's
for being
also true of my tits.
whoa.
Yeah, I guess also
Robbie's third cousin. I'll do a Findom thing.
yeah,
I'll
let's do it
pretend to be
more on the
Tattoo.
Crowder boys.
Yeah. Tattoo, yeah.
Look.
Have you thought about, like, before you go jump back into the hamster wheel of the fashion industry, have you considered Findom? Have you considered like finding you a stable of pay pigs to
Give me like a month of unemployment.
Nick,
Give me like a month of unemployment and then ask.
Because I don't know if you don't know the money you're leaving on the table, just not doing things on the internet, like just going on the internet and being like, where's all my gay ass faggot ass pay pigs? Give me some money. Dude, they'll open up their wallets for you. Just hit them with that
Kattoo
Cash
doesn't-
App, dude. You'll be getting transactions like crazy.
Kattoo has e-girl grift potential. She
Oh,
loves
See,
anime.
what people forget about me is that I have a good relationship with my dad.
It's not about that. Do you want a better relationship with money? And that's what you're really looking for. So you should, and you don't have to even do anything like explicitly sexual, because they're getting off on like you're draining their balls by draining their wallets. Is kind of how it works.
Yeah, no.
All right, should we?
They have a
Colton, I know.
they have a humiliation and control kink, so they do that.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
imagine. I mean, you have to be super wealthy to do Findom stuff. I feel like.
No,
But who
or
It would
knows?
help.
stupid.
Yeah.
Should we
A lot
continue?
of guys are stupid. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, you just have to be bad with money.
Yeah, single men also do get disposable income that they just flush down the toilet.
People have weird relationships with money when it comes to sex. This is a true story, and I could tell it because the person who this is about is never going to listen to this podcast. I have a friend,
Adam Sandler.
whose girlfriend cheated on him, and these are both people that make a lot of money. So after his girlfriend cheated on him, he Venmo requested her for half of everything he spent in the relationship.
Ooh,
Hey, that's a good story. Should we bring another guy in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should. But the end of the story is he got really drunk when he was telling me that, and then just slipped a 20 in my pocket. I'm like, what are you doing, my man?
Yeah. Wow.
What does this mean?
Nice.
Anyway.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
People have really weird relationships when it comes to sex and money.
Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more guys here. I'm cutting off the competition. No more
Okay.
coming in. Our last entrance will be a guy named Slav.
Oh no.
Okay.
He'll be our last guy. But next up, this guy, I'm interested to see how this one goes because this guy is a smooth operator.
Okay.
Let's see how this goes. Pandatron.
Cheers.
Oh, Parental, hello.
What's up, y'all? Hey, what's up, Kattoo?
You ready,
Sorry,
Panda?
What's that?
You ready?
Oh, shit.
Well, we've met before.
What's up, Kattoo?
Yeah, hello.
Sorry, I didn't know it was a dating show tonight.
It is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I left the rest of my Riz and my other pair of slacks. You know what I'm saying?
That's okay.
Now, I know you can't sense this, but I am wearing Tom Ford ombre leather. It's very expensive cologne. It smells very good. You should give it a sample sometime.
Okay. Awesome.
Now, I did want to say off the top, never have I ever wanted to be in a girl's friend zone more than yours. I legitimately mean that. And
I've made some of my best friends through the friend zone.
Oh,
and
there you go.
that's serious too.
I was gonna ask you mentioned Stardew Valley earlier. Are you excited about the Haunted Chocolatier? Have you been keeping your eyes on that? The sequel.
I have not actually.
right.
This is my first time hearing about this.
Out the gate, too nerdy. That's all right. Go ahead.
No. It's the truth is that I was like too heavily employed to play video games for like the past year, and then I lost my job, so now I'm getting back into it, and now I want to know about this stuff. You right?
Yeah. It's the guy Concerned Ape who made the Stardew Valley. Yeah, he's been talking a lot about it recently. It looks pretty good. I also want to ask you, what are some of your top podcasts besides this one, of course?
Okay. My top podcasts.
Sorry, go ahead.
You know what? I love TrueAnon. That's
Wow.
potentially my top podcast right now. My top podcasts are gonna be a little bit all over the place. I'm gonna kind of spread it out genre wise. So I'm gonna do top 3. I love TrueAnon. I think that it's a mix of being really funny and also having really great research, and they do dive into like a lot of weird conspiratorial shit that I really love. I think that's a great podcast. A really great, like, I guess, normie podcast that I listen to religiously is 99% Invisible. I love design. Again, it's like a really it's like an establishment podcast, but I really like it. The third one that I'm going to name is also in like the kind of educational field. I love Tides of History.
Wow. So that 99, what'd you say? The 99%, is that like a fashion podcast? I never heard of that.
No,
before.
that's
Oh,
they
okay.
cover most like architecture and like all different and graphic design, all different sorts of like design in the world. Again, this is very normie. This is very.
Kattoo's dancing around the fact that she's a big Red Scare fan.
I was gonna say that's what I was gonna say. Whenever I asked her that question, I knew she was
You
thinking
were
of
expecting
what's
answer.
the most acceptable answer.
I haven't listened to Red Scare in years. I was a Red Scare person, and then at a certain point, I was like, I don't need to keep doing this. Like,
All right. Well, Pandatron, we're gonna let you go, dog. Good
Real
job.
quick, one last question, Kattoo. What's the darkest man you've been with? I'm just kidding. You don't have to answer that. But I do want to say, let me plug real quick. I am gonna be.
I It's okay. I have a black ex-boyfriend. Don't worry about
How
it.
black? Is he like me black, or is he like Daniel Kaluuya black? What is he?
He's closer to you.
Craig don't want to be cut on this clip here. And I just before I leave, real quick, I did want to say that I am going to be in the new Harold and Kumar as Cowpens Dildo. So
Hell
I'll
yeah.
talk to you. Yeah. So it was nice talking to you guys, and y'all have a good night.
Everybody look out for that.
Good to see you, PJ.
Pandatron's gonna leave. He's gonna listen on his radio.
I've
for our
heard
answer.
Brace Belden is a Fed. I've heard he's a CIA asset.
You know, who cares?
I mean,
That's what I was
the bit he's been doing, like being horny for Elon Musk's mom, is pretty funny.
It is pretty funny. I
So,
enjoy it.
Yeah, so I guess.
Do you want to know my thing that I think about Brace Belden? And
What the fuck kind of name is Brace?
no, I don't know if anybody sees this except for me. Brace Belden low-key looks like Richard Nixon.
Yeah,
In the face.
Like if he was Jewish.
In the face, yeah.
Also, I'm giving Panda an 8, like a friend zoned 8.
Well, guess what? He's got an 8 to give you.
Yeah. Damn. So a new top score. What was there any reason for that? You think he was very engaging?
Obviously, like all women, I like people that I've met before.
Mm-hmm.
Familiarity.
No, I like Pandatron. I do. I think he's just a nice, friendly guy. We have similar interests. I think he's funny sometimes. Like,
I'm giving him a friend zoned 8.
Which
Wow.
that's like a 5, right?
no, a friend zone 8 is an 8.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, he's in the lead. We got our next guy here. This guy this guy's a competitor, and he's coming from our he's one of our neighbors to the north.
Oh, hey.
Yes.
Hey, Kattoo.
Are you ready, Hihachi?
Yes, I am very ready.
So you're in Canada.
Correct. I would just like to say something on behalf of the rest of our fans. You look very good tonight. I think you're very pretty. I like your earring. You have like those big hoops, but it looks like there's like some writing inside.
Yeah.
What's it? What is it?
They say baby girl. And I bought them at CVS Pharmacy.
Oh, that's a lot more trashy than I thought they were. I thought it had some like Lebanese shit in the inside.
No.
They look cool. On a 480p camera, it looks really nice. I like it.
Thank you.
It's very good.
And
Yeah,
they look good in
I
real
used to have
life
like the
'cause
same
most
hair
people
as
aren't
you
that
as
close
well.
to you. Really?
Yeah, I did save it off.
Did it work for you?
I think I looked a lot better with the hair. I look like a fucking fat idiot now. But
No, it's you look fine.
oh, thank you. Also, you said you like guys who read. This says Broadway, New York.
Yes.
How's that look? Yeah. How you like that?
I can read that. It's because the font is so small, it does feel like you're giving me an optometrist test. But yes, I am aware of Broadway, New York. It is a street that I have been on today.
Very cool. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now, are you just into mitochondriology, or do you just like getting fucked up on mushrooms?
So I don't know anything about mushrooms scientifically. I bought that poster because at the time, which is like I gotta be honest with you, like 2014, a lot of women were buying posters that looked like this.
Yeah, that is a very 2014 ass poster. I had a lot of people. I knew lots of people that had like fancy, like they had a poster like that, but it had like lots of fancy cocktails on it and shit.
And I have one with butterflies and one with birds, and they all came in a set together. And I bought them on the internet.
You got like a Target set.
I bought them on a website that I think is defunct now, but it was called modcloth.com, and I was a frequent shopper of that website. If there
well,
are
I see Dalton and Cracker Robbie are back. I've bombed, it appears.
No,
I think you have time.
No, Hey,
I think you've
Hachi,
done
King of the
fine.
Iron Fist, you're the only one who has said that Kattoo is pretty.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
You're the only one who had the balls so far to call it like you see it.
Yeah, you said she's
But
pretty.
she
You
looks
pointed
fantastic.
out her earrings. Girls love it when you mention their accessories.
Girls
That's
actually do love that.
yeah.
Yeah, I've had
do you have anything you wanna-
girlfriends in the past where I'd like to. I don't know. I like to have an image of like putting them in an outfit, but then don't want to seem like I'm a gay guy, so I never do it.
Okay, here's the thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that a fetish thing?
No.
Is that okay?
Maybe.
No.
It sounds like because it is for some people. For some people, and if somebody was telling me what to wear, I would definitely think it was a fetish thing.
Yeah. I've never done it.
Okay.
See you later,
I would recommend maybe keeping it that way unless you and the woman have had a discussion that's something that you're mutually into, you know?
You can say it. He's a sexual pervert.
I think it's okay to be a sexual pervert.
I like it when a girl wears nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Birthday suit.
Birthday suit.
All right. So how do we feel about that one?
Okay, I am also gonna give him a 7. I'm gonna give him a 7 for saying that I'm pretty and mentioning my accessories. Those are always pluses. I'm gonna say if like some things to maybe work on. Reading and Broadway don't have that much to do with each other.
There's a Barnes and Noble there.
Yeah, I mean, famously, Leah Michelle, Broadway singer, can't read. Okay, that's a joke for like the one woman that's maybe watching.
All right. Well, we got some people piling up. I still do want to
7
do.
is a good score. I don't know what you're talking about. 7's a good score.
No, I said we got some people piling up.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and we're running low on show here. So I do want to save Slav for the end. I think he is a big
Okay.
contender. But for these guys got in a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what we're gonna do with these guys. There's 3 guys coming in. They're gonna fight over you.
Oh, okay. I thought we were
1
gonna
minute.
do like speed round.
This is
no.
This is melee. This is a battle right now.
What's up, everybody?
Okay, hello, Skullfuck, Croyd, and Token Tony.
You guys have to fight for her.
Well,
yeah.
What is
Kattoo,
up,
first
Kattoo?
off,
How's it going?
Oh, it's going good, thank you.
I love your gigantic microphone.
Okay, yeah, I use this to record my podcast, which is on hiatus.
I am a huge reader. I read like 2 to 3 books a month.
Okay.
I love fantasy and sci-fi. What kind of books
I
do you
knew
like?
that's what you were gonna say because it's always the genre bitches that are eating those books up.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you ever need a recommendation on either, I have plenty.
I'm going to start on a high note saying that I have access to all streaming platforms, and I do mean all streaming platforms. I pay for them all. Got them all. So the real question is, Kattoo, what series are we going to be starting?
So wait, not you pay for them all?
Got them all.
Okay, Criterion Collection.
I don't know what that is, but if that's what it takes for us to start watching a series, then we'll get that.
So you don't have them all. All right, Skullfuck, what's your deal?
Well, I had a joke prepared, but Crack had to go and ruin that. And I was going to say
I'm
it's just the
sorry.
Kattoo of us, and now it's just the 3 of us. So I guess we're having a
just
threesome.
the cat 4 of us.
Yeah, and I was going to ask what you wanted, if you had any plans on Juneteenth.
My plans are to have fun with my friends.
So my offer was we could go and get matching tattoos, or we could just get some poppers and binge watch anime, whatever you prefer.
Well, my poppers phase is actually over. That was a time in my life that I will look back on fondly, but is ultimately in my past. But thank you. Also, you can't pay attention to things when you take poppers. That's not a drug that you take to like. That's not like something you take to like lock in. You know what I mean? That's something you take to lock out. The poppers. It's really about that mind butthole connection. I would recommend you try them because at the time they're still legal, I think, but they might not be for long. So I guess I should ask a question. What's everyone's favorite movie?
So right
Sorry,
now,
all my dogs started trying to get in on the action. They seen that there's a
Once
pretty
Upon a
girl
Time
on the
in
screen. All my dogs hopped
as
up.
of now.
Lord of the Rings.
I like The Usual Suspects. The Usual
Okay.
Suspects is the shit. I really
Nice.
like that movie. That's good shit.
Oh, this is a dog off now.
Yeah,
Oh
it is.
shit! You don't want that. I got like 3 of them at my feet right
How
here.
do you-
We dogging off.
Yeah, but do you have one
Where's
that's
your
cute?
dog, Skullfuck?
Dog 2 King. I don't
Dog
have
2.
It's upstairs.
Nice.
Kattoo, I wanted to let you know I'm very financially stable.
Okay, Slay.
And yeah, I have a chandelier in my house. So if you
Did it come with the house or did you buy it?
it came with the house. I'm not
All right. Ooh, it's just me now. Wow, this is very, very, very fun, very special. I guess I'm giving all those guys ratings.
Who won?
It's okay. Here's the thing. It is really hard to judge people at once. It's a bit overwhelming. I'm just gonna give them all a straight 5. All right, they all seem like nice gentlemen. If I'm picking a winner, it is the one with the chandelier in his house.
Damn, a
hell yeah.
buzzer beater.
Oh, man, Corey.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's
yeah.
it really got me thinking, have you ever swung from it?
I probably would tear it out of the ceiling if you tried to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, but like have you thought about it? Like these are questions that I want to ask, you know? It keeps you thinking. That's why I'm making him the winner, except it's 5s across the board.
Gotcha. Okay. And then we got Dan Mullen has another question.
Okay. Kattoo, I'm currently married, biological female. How do I encourage my wife to support Israel? All right, my sister, you are asking the wrong Lebanese bitch. I don't know what to tell you.
Chinese, Japanese, Lebanese. Look at these.
Yeah.
I think he's saying his wife is a biological female.
Oh, okay. His wife is a biological female. How do you get her to support Israel? I don't know. Have you tried contacting the Israel lobby? They seem to have a lot of money to hand out.
Is it the one at the bank?
Yeah, just go call Eric Adams, see what's up, see like, hey, I'm trying to get into some like foreign corruption.
I mean, that's easy for you to say. You're the contact king.
Here's another question.
Who are you?
And answer this in 1 sentence or less.
Forgive me if this has been answered is awesome.
Hi, I'm Kattoo King.
That's enough.
29, unemployed Pisces.
Look at these.
Comedian.
Pisces.
Comedian.
He hate me just dropping a $10 like a
$10,
pimp.
dude. This is probably our most
Yo,
lucrative
he hate me shows the
episode.
$9.99.
Show the 10 9K9s. 10 like the
Oh,
dog.
like the dog.
That's just the
That's
dog
a little
part.
that's a
Nice.
little
That's
highbrow for C
cute.
Dumps. C Dumps is not drunk right now. That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
no.
You know, K9's another Doctor Who character.
Really?
Robot dog.
Oh, interesting.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, we do have a final contestant.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, this is very exciting. I think this is gonna be the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saving the best for last.
Runaway Slav.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Are you
I
ready?
can. Hello, Slav.
Hey, what's going on? I'll address it later. You and me about the same, on the same stance with that spawn of Satan invented nation. But nah, my whole question was, I'm gonna take you on a date for some Mai Tais, and I want you to take me back to your place and show me some animes, because my only favorites that I've ever seen is Cowboy Bebop and
Love Cowboy Bebop. That's such a good one.
and what is it, the Boondocks?
Okay, you know what? Sure, that counts.
Yeah, is there some really good 90s animes?
Well,
that
first
you-
of all the good anime is from the 90s. Let's start there.
I know there's
That's kind of
Ghost Shell.
peak decade. Now here's the thing. If you were like, well, I love Cowboy Bebop, what can I watch next? This is not from the 90s. However, the Cowboy Bebop creators did make another show called Samurai Champloo, which is also really good. So that's where I would start. Yeah.
That's cool.
But if
I
you're
know
like,
you-
no, but I want to watch a 90s anime, this might be a touch evil, but I am watching Evangelion with you. We are going to watch Evangelion.
I have no idea what that is, but you can put me all onto it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, also, I was going to mention, you know, you had that bird poster. I was going to ask you what your favorite birds are. My favorite birds are the tits. Like, they're
that's
actually called
beautiful.
tits.
Yeah.
It's what they're called. But if you want to get into it, you know, I can bring like a 30 rack and a guide to North American birds. And I got 2 binoculars. If you want to go do that. If you want to go do that, I'm down. You down?
Sure.
Damn.
Also, if
Okay.
you like cooking with mushrooms, you know, we can find some morels or some what is it? Tree chickens. We can find some.
Yes, maitake mushrooms, the hen of the woods. That's actually a great
Yeah.
mushroom. That's
Yeah,
a
you know.
fabulous mushroom.
Now, how you with the cooking?
I am actually a pretty good cook.
You cook with tallow? That's what I cook.
All right, we're gonna have to cut you off,
I
Slav.
do not cook with tallow. I enjoy lard.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same thing.
That's a-
Now,
that's
I-
a great thing,
You're
but,
gonna
like,
love Dalton.
I actually,
lard is
I actually have a question, Slav. Do you happen to know who controls the weather in the media?
Oh, the Jew, obviously.
I didn't know he was gonna say that.
Damn, dude.
I'm
just
not gonna
the
lie.
monolithic
Slav
Jew.
did the best. Besides Panda Train.
Dude, he was
Slav
surprisingly
is so much
charming.
more pleasant in person than he is just in chat. I was like, oh, this is actually like a charming guy.
He actually was pretty charming.
He's handsome, got a nice square jaw, nice
I'm
beard.
also giving him a 7.
Another
I'm
7.
also giving him a 7. I'm giving him a 7 because, like, Loki had some good date ideas.
Yeah, taking a girl to go bird
not gonna lie,
watching with the
I am-
binoculars you've been using to watch her is really romantic.
I am shocked that Slav was probably the best at talking to a girl.
He did a great job.
He
I thought it was gonna
was-
be a whole
he-
diatribe.
He was
Dude, I
pretty
seriously
good
thought he was
at
going to come in here with like
talking about girls.
the protocols of the Elders of Zion or something.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
no, he was just like coming
I
up
thought he
with
was
fun
gonna be
date
pointing
ideas.
a gun at the screen the whole time.
Yeah, he was asking you about your interests. I was surprised at how well he handled that.
He seemed confident. He was showing off his body, like
Yeah.
but like in a way, it's like, oh, you just caught me shirtless outside.
Kattoo,
No,
Borat,
Also, here's the thing, though. Like,
Wait, what does that mean?
Women-
it's from
women
Army of
love
Darkness.
Army of Darkness, whatever. Women love it when you plan things, right? So he came in hot with the plans. He's like, we're going to get Mai Tais. We're going to go bird watching. And part of me was like, well, yeah, we are.
Oh, he
Good
has a
job,
lot of
bro. That's
plans.
actually-
Well, yeah.
That's good advice for Slav has given me good talking to girls advice with that.
Actually, real good talking to girls advice is, girls love it when you have like a specific plan.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
what was the anime he said he liked?
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop, which is good. Kenny T
Crack
asked if I
thinks
just
Cowboy
waved off his
Bebop.
reference. I didn't see it.
I love Cowboy Bebop. Crack says, I love Cowboy Bebop, but Crack says it's the anime for people who don't like anime.
I like it. I just think it's overhyped because it's such a limited series that they're like, oh, this is the one I can watch and not have to watch 50 to 100 episodes and say I watched an anime.
Well, there's so many of those actually.
No, but it's the one that
Neon
people
Genesis
reference.
pretty
It's the one
short?
people know.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Cowboy Bebop is that Cowboy Bebop is actually much more popular in the US than it is in Japan.
That makes sense.
Because
it's very
they
West-
make like it's made by someone who loves America, so they have a lot of references to American things.
It's very Tarantino-y.
Like jazz.
Yeah, it's because it's a Star Wars where everybody's Han Solo. That's awesome.
That's so.
It is awesome. It is
And-
awesome. I love Cowboy Bebop, and it's
It's decent.
And he's actually a great response to Chudjack, because as we know, Chudjack says nothing ever happens. Spike says whatever happens happens,
That's
which I
true.
think is a much more zen way of approaching the
For
Chudjack.
sure.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Iran has a nuclear weapon, or do they?
No.
just
I'm Iran Burgundy.
All right, so
I'm a flute human.
So yeah, actually, we didn't say this in the beginning, but for anybody to win and become Kattoo's king, you actually had to get a 9 or above. So everybody actually lost. But maybe Kattoo can come back again sometime. We could do this
I
again.
would
Maybe
love to
sometime.
Yeah, we'll
back.
do a part 2 king.
I would love to come back.
Shout out.
I'll stay for the post show for a little bit.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah,
Do you have anything
we'll
you
be
want
on
to
the
plug?
Patreon after this.
Do I have anything I want to plug? Not right now. My podcast is on hiatus.
Little
I
State Podcast Island.
I want to. Well, that one's over because my former co-host and still friend Kevin is now married with a baby. So
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That could be
Jeopardy
you.
star now, right?
Oh no, Stevie, my co-host of
Spring Break 1985 is a Jeopardy champion. That's true.
Yeah. Him and Isaac Hirsch, my friend. Check them out.
Yeah.
Check out
They
Jeopardy.
probably know each other. There's not that many Jeopardy champions.
That's true.
Can people follow you anywhere?
Yeah, people can follow me on
In the street, alleyways, shopping
Should I
mall.
give them your
Hey,
crop-
people can
should I
follow
give them
me
your
around
address?
Brooklyn, New York. No, but on X.com. I don't like saying that. But on the
X formerly Twitter.
on the website formerly known as Twitter, I am at simply Kattoo.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a fun
Drew,
one.
wait, can you highlight Drew's comment?
Drew.
Oh, he wishes he had a speed date with you, Robbie.
I'm sorry, Drew. Next time.
I'm sorry, Drew.
We'll do a gay version of this show with me.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, thanks for coming on for the free version.
Yeah.
Yes, we're gonna go to the Patreon after this.
That's a nice foray into a different type of podcasting.
This
I thought that was
awesome.
a really fun. I actually genuinely thought that was a super fun episode. Like I enjoyed watching it as like I was like, this is good podcasting.
It's the last podcast left.
It's the arena. This was a very special arena of ideas, folks.
Mhm.
Do we have
really
anything
was.
else? Anything else we need to say?
The shout outs.
The shout outs. Let's hit the shout outs real
If
quick.
you subscribe to the you can come to go to the Patreon for as little as $5 a month. You get access to all the premium episodes and bonus content. That's patreon.com/the Crowder Boys. But if you subscribe to the $10 a month and up tier, that's our new rulers tier and above, you get a shout out on the show. And we do that every week for our loyal $10 a month subscribers and above. So we'll start with our $50 subscriber who we saw Riz Up Kattoo earlier, MC Downtrend, and then our new rulers, the $10 tier, is Aaron Gutenplan, Bad Bart, Broke DJ, rest in peace, Broseph Smith, Cummerstein, Drew Huntley. He's not kissing the raccoon, but he's getting close. James Worrell, JCG, Johan, Lil Goblin Fella, Kattoo, who are you? Raymond, Robbie's third Patreon, Scotty MTL, Sebastian, Aren't You Embarrassed, Maniscalco, Carvin, Trevin Baker, and Vincente Caprini, which is also Broke DJ, rest in peace. That's patreon.com/the Crowder Boys. Please subscribe.
In 2 weeks, I will be at Rooster Teeth Feathers doing stand-up and judging the roast battle in the San Francisco Bay Area. Please come to that.
In 2 weeks, I will officially be 1 month unemployed, so I'll probably be willing to fend on you.
Damn. Anything else, boys and girls?
I'm good. Oh, we have one more super chat.
Oh, we have a super chat from Daryl 401.
Oh, we got 2 more.
$13.99 Crack Amigo dollars.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah, the audience, yeah, the people love you, Kattoo.
Thank you, Daryl.
The audience is always clamoring. They say, "Where's Kattoo?"
Yeah, you are mentioned at least once an episode.
Great.
Oh, and yeah, great show. Thanks for coming out, chat. Make sure to go to the Patreon, patreon.com/thecrowderboys. The link is in the description. But just before we go, and we'll end on this, Kattoo, we do have one more person who would like to try and be your king.
Okay, yeah. Let's go.
Wow.
Robbie,
this is awkward. Wow. What the heck?
What's your take? What's your deal?
What's my deal?
What's your deal? Yeah.
Well, I'm Peta. You know, I just Peta doing Peta things. If you see me out in Co, do you like that song?
I really don't want you to sing.
If you see me out in Quahog, say hi. But if you see me at the Clam, I'm a talkative guy. Everyone's saying close the deal. What do you think I'm doing by singing the PETA song? So, Kattoo, what you getting into tonight?
Oh, as soon as this is over, I'm really excited to fucking cool my room down. No AC on, window closed for max best audio. But it's really getting hot in here, so I'm.
Oh, it's okay. You can pump that AC.
Yeah,
that's nice of you.
It's going to sound bad, but
that's fine.
It's all right.
Wait, let me think of some plans. You ever been to the tiny cupboard?
I would not go to the tiny cupboard at 9:40. Well, it's actually not that late. I would not go to the tiny cupboard on a date.
I'm gonna dress up in a tux and go to the tiny cupboard.
I did a show at the tiny cupboard, and there were some people there that were on their honeymoon.
Uh-huh.
Can you imagine being on your honeymoon and going?
Yeah,
up to
that
the tiny cupboard?
sucks. Take the train ride into the city, dude.
You're on your honeymoon in New York City from somewhere else in the world, and you go to the tiny cupboard.
That's